What's up, my beautiful people? Happy Juneteenth. Today's subject is going to be very great. I know last time I told you that I was going to give you an update on my therapist. I will do that. Can I do that tomorrow? Because my day is off. And today is Juneteenth, and I definitely want to get into this topic because it's been something that I've been dying to speak about. And it's perfect because it's Juneteenth. So the subject is very valid about my beautiful black people, and it's about our relationships with one another. Like I said, no, one another. It's our relationships with one another. Why is it can't be for men too. I can't really say about the men because you guys seem like you guys are really chill with each other for the most part. We'll get into that. But it's mainly for like women, about black women and friendships. I know growing up as a black female, we were born to automatically hate each other, compete, be against one another. And we all know the enemy did a great job with doing so. Now, I always wondered because I made a status, not made, I shared a status the other day talking about how women, how like we see group of women together and they're just living life. They're just like having so much fun, and they're in groups. It's like a number of them, not just two, not three, but like maybe like 4, 5 black women that can really be together and have fun, and how we yearn for that. Not even just black women, but a bunch of other women were in it. But for black women, we were just taught to automatically like be enemies towards one another. And I'm most likely sure that for the black male, it was the same thing. I think it's like all within our community. That has to stop. That has to stop. I think we're all like together. We're just a really amazing unit. And I feel like once we put our powers and our love together, there's nothing that can stop us. And for Juneteenth, it's just, this is kind of a touchy subject. I'm not even gonna lie. Growing up, so for people that don't know me personally, my dad's Jamaican. My mom is black, but she was born in England. But she doesn't have the accent, so it's not really a really big deal when I tell people that she's from England because she doesn't really talk like this. She talks a little like American. That was the worst British accent, English accent I could have ever done. But my mom was an army brat, so she was born in England, that's why. And my dad was born in Manchester, Jamaica, Mandeville. Now, I'm just automatically black, but growing up, I grew up around a bunch of Hispanics because I lived in the south end of Hartford, Connecticut, and that's mainly like the prominent Hispanic side. And then the north end, what we consider is like the black side. I really wasn't born, know nothing about the north end, so I'm not familiar with that. But I grew up around a lot of Hispanics. They took me in. Some didn't, some did. And this isn't to like segregate because I still have my Hispanic friends. This isn't to segregate. This is just to awaken the black community. I would love to have more black female friends. I would love to be able to talk with them because they know my struggle more. They know how we were raised. Like they're just jealous, or oh, they just don't like you. Like, I don't like that. I don't want that. I want like my sister. Like, I want my sister that I can just be like, "What's up, girl?" And it's just, I know that I have a really big habit of showing love to a lot of black women, especially in person. You look good, I'm gonna tell you. I've never been a hater. That's just not my style because I know that we're all beautiful and we all could shine. It's just a lot of us are so against one another sometimes that it hurts to compliment the next and so forth. And it's just like, I would love to see us rise together and really like, I do see that. I do see that. And that's what I want. I want a lot of like more friendships where we're accepting and where we're just open with one another, and it's not a competition, you can say, because women, this is just not for black women, we know we can be very competitive. Why, I don't know, but I feel like once we tap into that, like I think we'll really be able to get over that stigma that black women hate one another or that black men hate black women. Like it's and I don't like talking about race, but this is real. Like, this is us. That's some of us. Some of us actually are okay with stepping out of their ego and telling another black person, you are so beautiful, you are loved, you are magnificent. It's just so, it saddens me that, it took us years until I'm 32. So I don't know how old you are watching this, but it's taken us a lot of time to really accept one another and to accept our situation. And I don't care what nobody says. I knew someone in the past that told me black people aren't isolated. They're not like race. Like no one hates black people. And that person, I just had to realize that that person was really ignorant and just ignorant, because it's common. It's a thing to see that we are hated. So if other people hate us and we hate ourselves, it's kind of like, what are we doing to one another? It's kind of like, why are we doing this to each other? Why can't we accept that we're all beautiful and that we're all good people? Like, why can't we do that? Some of us, were raised different than others. Some of us have that. But it's just all about self-love. I really didn't want this to be like a black thing, but it is Juneteenth, so I'm gonna talk my shit. Okay. Black people, we are beautiful. We are amazing. I don't care how society views us. We know our value, because if we're hated on this much, we hold value. No one's just going to randomly hate on us for no reason. The enemy has taught us the enemy really just sat back, mess with our minds, and just watched us kill each other off, hate each other. And it's like, no, we got to come together, and we got to we got to put our foot down and realize that we are all beautiful people. I don't care what race you are. We're all beautiful. But this is specifically for black women and men, because we were just taught different. We were just taught that everybody hates us. Nobody likes us. Where our history growing up, for whatever reason, maybe I had bad memory, but I remember literally growing up, and the very first thing I learned in school about my people was automatically that we were slaves. That doesn't sound right to me. Like, so we were just born into slavery. It just doesn't. And then once I started doing my research and finding out that we were kings and queens and we owned stuff, and that we were taken and made into slavery, it's kind of like, wow, we have such a crazy, beautiful history. And I know we hear the word beautiful and be like, what? But I'm sorry that happened to us. It just did. And we can find a way to reverse it. I feel like I'm babbling right now. I'm just going to end this. I do yearn for a black best friend. One that, like, and I have great best friends. Like, I have best friends. It's just, I feel so crazy. Like, I don't even know if I want to post this, but it's just me being honest, and I shouldn't be ashamed or afraid to admit that I want more black female friends, because why not? You're my sister. And if you can hear my kid in the background, I'm sorry. You're my sister, and we should love one another. We should love our black like our black kings, our black queens. Like, we're just too great of people to hate each other, and I really want that to stop. I want it to stop. But we are a product of our environment, and until you can change your mind and the way you think about it, I think once we realize that we are invincible and we come together, we will do amazing things. We can and will, but I'm gonna stop this right now, because I'm not trying to start no race war. Like, it's not no race war. I don't want to start no race war. I'm speaking reality. I'm speaking facts. So if this is triggering you, seek help, because you know what's happening to my people. Like, what's happening to us, and that we're just a target for hate. We're like a target for whatever reason. I know it's because we're great. I know it's because we're beautiful, great people, but we have to see that for ourselves. We have to see that we're great for ourselves, because if society thinks we suck and we already were born into thinking that we suck, then there's power in our tongue. So what we say about each other and what we say about ourselves is going to come about. If I say I'm dumb, guess what? I'm just going to go through life every day saying I'm dumb. But if I'm like, no, I'm greatness, I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm healthy, I'm smart, and I'm gonna be something in life, and you believe that with all your heart and you put that work in, oh baby, God's gonna be like, look at this queen. He gonna be like, look at this king leading the house the way he's supposed to, with a beautiful woman by his side. Like, we just gotta get our power back, period. Bye.